Guys, and welcome back to another video here on my channel. Tiana here, of course. For today's video, I'm going to be talking about my favorite winter fragrances. I've been wanting to do this video for quite some time, and I saw how you guys really loved my other top 5 fragrances that I did. I believe I did that last year. I have it linked up in the card section above, and that one got a lot of great feedback. The first one that I'm going to talk about is the one that I got for my birthday. This is the Chanel Paris Coco Mademoiselle, and this is the night one. So this is the pour la nuit, and that means it's just like for night. So they do have the daytime scent and they have the nighttime scent, and I actually got this back in April, and it is a really good scent for spring, but because it's a nighttime scent, I think it carries well in the fall and winter. It just smells really good. Like as soon as I take off the lid, like I don't even have to get this super close to my nose and it smells really good. So I am not that great at explaining notes in fragrances, so of course I'm going to look up all of the notes of all the fragrances that I talk about in this video, and I will have them on the screen as I talk about the fragrance. So typical fragrances that I like are going to be warm florals, so I naturally gravitate to warm florals. So the first thing that this says is the scent type is warm florals. The key notes are rose, jasmine, and white musk. I also love jasmine in my fragrances as well. I'm not a very big bright floral type of person, so I love just warm florals, and that's exactly what this is, which is why I said that it can carry into fall and maybe even winter. And I'm not very picky when it comes to my fragrances. If I want to wear the fragrance during the day at work, wherever, I'm gonna spray it, because if I'm feeling some type of way and I'm like, I want to wear that one, I'm gonna wear it. So I will wear this whenever, but typically I like this one at night. And I definitely recommend this one. This is my first Chanel fragrance. I have not tried any others, so if you guys have any other recommendations for Chanel, then let me know down in the comment section below. So one that's a little bit more affordable, and this is, and I think it's a little bit more warmer to me, sweet warm, than the Coco Mademoiselle. This is the Ariana Grande Cloud fragrance. I talked about this fragrance before here on my channel, and I absolutely love it. I don't know how much of a dupe it is for the Baccarat Rouge 540, because I actually have never smelled Baccarat Rouge, but I've heard people say that this was made to be a dupe of that. I got this fragrance probably last year now, and I'm almost due for a repurchase. If you guys can see where it's at. So for the notes on this one, the scent type of this one is actually Gourmand, and the fragrance family is Oriental, and the notes, the key notes are lavender blossom, juicy pear, bergamot. The heart of the fragrance is creme de coconut, indulgent praline, and vanilla orchid. And another big scent that I like is vanilla. So I love vanilla. It's just hard finding a good mix of vanilla, because I don't want to just smell like vanilla, but I can definitely smell the vanilla in this fragrance. And if you smelled this before, you'll know. The base is sensual musk and creamy blonde wood. So I think the sensual musk is where they try to bring in the dupe of the Baccarat Rouge, because I have another fragrance that's supposed to be like an even closer dupe, and it's very musky. So it smells really good, and I love this fragrance. The only thing I would say about this, and this to me is a very year-round fragrance, one thing I will say about this is the longevity on this is not super duper long lasting. So if you're someone who likes to touch up, then you'll probably have to do that with this. I also had I had the travel size of this, and I also have the body mist of this, and the body mist is really good. It was only $10 at Kohl's. I'm not exactly sure if they still sell it, but I will have it linked down in the description box below if they do. And that is also good if you want to just kind of like touch up. Really inexpensive, just kind of starter fragrance. If you have someone that's kind of like younger, I do think that this fragrance is kind of youthful, but also still adult at the same time. Okay, so my next scent, and this was a favorite a few months ago, that is the Versace Crystal Noir. I This scent is amazing. I was watching someone's YouTube video. I think it was Dana Alexia, I believe, here on YouTube. And she was talking about how she really loved this. And I was like, I don't know if I want another Versace scent, because I've been using the Versace Absolute Bright Crystal. I absolutely love it. Like, it's so strong. It's so nice, but not really a fall and winter scent. But this, I went to Kohl's and I saw that they had it. And I was like, I'll just go smell it, because I don't know exactly how I'm going to like it. It's the best. Like, it smells really, really good. I just wish they had an absolute version of this, because it does not last. But it is an amazing nighttime scent. To me, it's a little bit more warmer than the Chanel scent, but it's not categorized as a warm floral. So the scent type is oriental and floral. The key notes, the top note is black currant, black fig, and violet. The middle note is tuberose, frangipani. I'm sorry, I'm going to butcher these notes. Frangipani, jasmine. The base is sandalwood, cashmerean, vanilla pod, and heliotropine. So we see that vanilla and that jasmine again. So you can see it's a recurring thing in my fragrances. I absolutely love that. Versace is also another good kind of middle of the road price range for fragrances. This is currently, for the 1 ounce, this is $60 on Ulta. This is the 3 ounce. I actually ended up getting this because there was a sale, and I was like, I couldn't pass up on the sale. I think I had like a 20% off coupon with it, and it made it like $80. And I was like, why get the 1 ounce for 60 when I can get the 3 ounce for 80? So I wasn't exactly sure if I wanted to commit, but I've already used, you guys can see that. You probably won't be able to see it because of the lights, but it's already halfway. And I got it probably back in August. I would say it was like, July, August, because I got it like right in the middle of summer, and I knew probably was not a summer scent. It's definitely a fall scent. My next fragrance I had actually never gotten a full size of. So a lot of these, obviously, this is like my first full size bottle of a lot of them. This one I had actually had a travel size of it for a long time, and I loved it. The Giorgio Armani Si. And I absolutely love the little top. I think the top is just so unique. This is the 1 ounce bottle, and this one smells I don't know, it smells really good. Like, I feel like this, like the scents that I've told you guys about before were so floral, and this one I feel like is not as floral. It's just so strong and just commandeering, almost more so than the last 3 scents that I told you about. It is in the fragrance family of floral. Now this is more of, it says the scent type is a fruity floral, so I definitely smell the fruitiness of this one, and I'm typically not a fruity floral type of person, or a sweet floral, or any type of florals like that. And this one is more definitely a daytime scent. Like, I love this one for work in the daytime, not necessarily a nighttime scent. But the keynotes of this are rose and woody vanilla. So again, there is that vanilla, and it's a woody smell. The description of it, it says that it has like luminous notes of black currant nectar and mandarin, and then orange blossom forms the heart of the fragrance, and warm vanilla anchors the irresistible blend for a lasting scent. So that vanilla is giving it that long lasting scent, which is another reason why I like this, because it lasts for a long time. But it does have orange blossom and nectar and mandarin in it. So when you smell this, you're gonna probably smell those scents first. You're gonna smell the orange blossom and the mandarin first, but that long lastingness of that vanilla is gonna make it like last. So I absolutely love this fragrance. It's definitely not a warm floral, more of a fruity floral, but I definitely think it is a great daytime fall scent. Probably not winter now that I'm thinking about it, but I would definitely say, for me personally, I would wear this in the fall, in the daytime only though. I'm going to talk about a couple of travel size fragrances that I got to try out, and I absolutely love them, and I want to get the full size, but my local Sephora location in Kohl's was sold out of these. So these are the Tom Ford fragrances. I finally decided to try them out now. I'm so glad that I did. So this one I've had for a couple months now. This is the Tom Ford Eau de Soleil Blanc, and this one I absolutely love. I've sprayed so much of this one out. It's almost at the bottom. It's very different. It's definitely a lot different than any of the other fragrances that I've mentioned so far, and so I have to be in a mood when I want to wear this one. I've been wearing this one in the day and at night, but more so day. So love this one. And then the next one I was deciding between Black Orchid and Velvet Orchid, and I ended up going with Velvet. I just like the way this one smelled, a little bit sweeter than Black Orchid and just a little bit better to me. It smelled a little bit better on the swatch, the little swatch card to me than Black Orchid did. Oh, it smells really good. Like I feel like these two are so different than the other ones. They're not necessarily like floral, but they still smell floral. I don't know how to explain it. Like I said, I'm not good at explaining fragrances. So this one is warm florals, and it says the keynotes are honey, velvet, orchid accord, and vanilla. And I believe I had a dupe of this in my last video. I talked about luxury scent box, and I believe they actually sent me a dupe of this because when I was smelling it, I was like, oh my gosh, I think that one, the Amore Dark Orchid, was actually a dupe for this one. And it says that it's lavished with freshness, honey, rum, and a dramatic floral veil, and it lives in Black Orchid's world of glamorous mystique while exuding its own ultra feminine essence. So it's like a branch off from Black Orchid, if I'm understanding that correctly, but it has a more feminine essence. So I love this one. It smells really good. They're both really long lasting, but I think I might pick up the 1 ounce of this one because I actually kind of like this one a little bit more than the Soleil Blanc, and I think it's like the best like nighttime scent, even though I wore this in the daytime as well. But this one is really good for nighttime, just like date night. These travel sizes are really expensive, so that's another reason why I wanted to try these out first, because I didn't want to commit. And sometimes when you just smell it in a swatch on the store or on your arm, like you can't really get a good full grasp. So that's the only time I recommend buying the travel size, is if you know that the fragrance is expensive. So definitely recommend, if you like Tom Ford fragrances, try these two out. So the other travel size, and I mentioned these I believe last year, gift set of these, and this is the Replica fragrance, and it's in the fragrance Jazz Club. So some of them I kind of like the fireplace one, I'm not really too thrilled about. And there was one other one that I'm not really thrilled about either that was in there. But I think because this one's so warm, it's like the perfect fall and winter scent. So the fragrance family of this one is warm and spicy. So it says the scent type is woody spices. The keynotes are pink pepper, rum absolute, tobacco leaf, and tobacco leaf absolute. So it also has vanilla in it as well, and it's just so spicy. Their fragrances are typically unisex, so this is a unisex scent. These also are quite expensive as well, and I'm not exactly sure. As you can see, I've done this. I'm kind of on the fence about buying the full size, but it is one of my favorite fall and winter fragrances. I'm just not going to like rush and buy the full size just yet. So this next fragrance definitely wins the packaging award of all of these fragrances, because it is my most beautiful packaging that I've ever had in a fragrance. And this is the Carolina Herrera, I think it's Carolina or Carolina Herrera Good Girl Supreme fragrance. And if you guys are familiar with her fragrances, the Good Girl line that is, you know that she does have these tall stiletto shaped bottles, which is just amazing. I thought you like pushed in the heel portion, but there is a button up here, and then it sprays from here. So you spray it this way. Sometimes that's a little confusing for me because I want to spray it out from the back and spray myself, and then I remember that it's in the front. So keep that in mind so you don't waste any like I did the very first time. But this is just an amazing fragrance. I had never had the desire to try her fragrances before. I was like, oh, it's a really nice bottle, but I don't know if I'm gonna like the fragrance. And I swatched them because I was like, I'm gonna just swatch some different ones because, you know, step out, like let me try some new ones. And when I swatched this, I was like, what was that that I swatched? I have to get that one. So this is the Supreme version. I did not swatch the other one, so I cannot speak for those as to how they smell. But this one is the warm floral. The keynotes are tuberose, jasmine, and tonka bean. And it is just amazing, and it lasts all day. Like, I've been wearing it wherever I want to wear it. I wore it yesterday in the office, and I smell myself all day. Like, I came home 12 hours later and I still smell myself, and I absolutely love that. Like, it's a light scent. I feel like it's definitely not as spicy or as strong as Jazz Club, and it's not as like pungent almost as Si, but it's not as light as the Versace Crystal Noir. It's like a perfect in between. So this is the 1.7 ounce. It runs $105, and it just smells amazing. Like, I absolutely love this. It's definitely probably one of my favorites that I picked up this year, because it was so unexpected for me. Like, I didn't even think that I would like it, and I just out of the blue just sprayed it, and I was like, I have to get that. So if you haven't smelled her fragrances, I definitely recommend smelling this one. Like I said, this is the Supreme version, so I don't know if this is just like the warm version or not, I don't know, but definitely recommend. This is my favorite fragrance in my collection, and it's kind of basic, I feel like, because it's been out for a while, but it's still my favorite fragrance. And they did have a little bit of a formula change. Not too thrilled about that, but I still really love it. So this is the Gucci Guilty perfume, and I love this fragrance. If you are, I can recommend it still because I love it that much, but if you are just trying it out now, I hate that for you, because this one smells so much better. It's just so much more intense. It still has that same smell, the same scent, all the same ingredients, I feel like, but this one is just more intense than this one. So this is the older one. I still have like a few drops of this one, and then I saw that they had redesigned the bottle, and I love this bottle even more. I think it just looks like a little mini flask. It's so cute, but it's just not as intense as that one. And this is the Toilette version, and I'm well aware that Toilette is not as intense as Parfum. The other one had worse reviews, so I was like, well, let me just take heed of everyone's warnings about, like, this one doesn't smell good, this one doesn't last long, let me just get the Toilette. So I actually like the Toilette. I probably will get the Parfum version of it, because I actually really love Gucci Guilty, and I still love this one, and this still lasts long on me. It still lasts very long, and if you spray it on your clothes, it lasts even longer. So let me read you guys the notes of this one. This one is obviously warm florals. It has, the key notes are geranium, peach, and pink pepper. So that pink pepper was actually in, I believe, the Jazz Club fragrance. It was actually in that one as well. So this one is really, like, it says it has magical intimate and magical lilac flower notes laced with mandarin radiate in the heart, while patchouli leaves a graceful, lasting impression. Even though it's just not as intense, I still love it more than any of the other fragrances. My favorite this year that I've purchased is the Carolina Herrera, but I did just repurchase this because I knew I needed a new bottle of it, and I got it like last week, I think, from Ulta. So yeah, I absolutely love this. I definitely recommend it. It's not that expensive. It's not as expensive as the Tom Ford or even the Carolina fragrance. So if you are thinking about trying it out, I definitely recommend it. Swatch it first, of course, because it is a warm floral. It does have the pink pepper in it and the orange blossom, so you might not like it, but swatch it first and then get it if you love it. So I thought about doing a separate video just talking about affordable fragrances, like ones that are like $20 and under or $30 and under, that last and that smell really good, but I didn't have a lot, and I knew that was going to take me probably a whole nother year to do. So I figured I would just add them to this video because I wear them just as much as these others, but I wanted to separate them out, and I didn't want it to get like lost in the mix. So these are Zara Fragrances. So if you are familiar with the brand Zara, then you might know that they do have fragrances. Their fragrances are usually high in demand and they stay sold out, especially this one. Talk about this one first. This is the Zara Red Vanilla, and I saw this one on the site and I watched a video. So I watched a couple of videos on YouTube about Zara fragrances and which ones to choose. So I got a travel spray, and I can't find it, of the Rose Gourmand, and I love that one. It smells amazing, and I definitely love that one more than these two that I'm mentioning. So I'll pop up a picture here of the Rose Gourmand, and I'll have a link down in the description box below. It's somewhere probably in a travel bag, but absolutely love that one. It smells really good. I don't even know what in front of me it would be close to, but it smells really good, and for the price it lasts a long time, and the bottles are really nice as well. I don't know what the difference is, the white bottle, this one, I don't know, but I think they just have a different bottle now. But it is a warm fragrance. It says it includes notes of cassis, iris, and vanilla. It is oriental, and it says it is a warm, elegant, long-lasting fragrance. That is all it says about it. It has that vanilla scent, which is why I was like, red vanilla, I'm gonna get it. So it does really, it lasts a long time, and it smells really good. It's only $17.90. So if you just want to get into smelling really good and something that lasts a long time, I definitely recommend going on Zara's site, trying them out, because they also have the small version of that Rose Gourmand was like $6. So that's like the best travel size spray price ever, especially for something that's decent quality. Now this one, this is the last fragrance that I'm going to talk about today, and I don't necessarily, I wouldn't say it's a miss, but it is kind of a miss for me. The bottle alone is heavier probably than any of the bottles that I showed you from any of the other fragrances. Like, it's a very heavy bottle. It is a glass bottle. It's not plastic. The cap is really nice, and it goes all the way down and snaps in place. It's just really nice. It's not like a cheap body spray bottle. But this is the Zara Red Temptation. This is a parfum, so it's not a toilette. The red vanilla was a toilette, by the way. This one is sold out again on the site. It runs for $25.90. And I had it bookmarked on Zara, in my Zara app, because I was like, heard so many people talk about this. I've seen it on TikTok, I've seen it on YouTube. Like, so many people were talking about this fragrance, and they were talking about it because it apparently is an exact dupe. I've heard that it's an exact dupe, I don't know for sure, of Baccarat Rouge 540. I was like, oh my gosh, like, is it an exact dupe? I want to try it out, because for $25.90 for is 2.7 fluid ounces for $26. Excuse me, like, of course I'm gonna try it out. So the notes of this are orange, amber, and Everneal, and it just says that it is a long-lasting fragrance. Zara doesn't go into detail about anything on their website, so I didn't really have much to go off of. When I got this and I smelled it, I said, oh, I can immediately smell cloud, because I can immediately smell like the base of cloud, and cloud has that sensual musk, if you guys remember, and I think that's where they match. I'm not exactly sure, but I think that's where they match. But this has about 100 times of that sensual musk smell. And so I was like, oh, I'm gonna spray this all over my blazer, and I think I had on a dress, and then I had a blazer on top. And within probably like 30 minutes of being at work, I was like, I'm about to take this blazer off, because I can't even stand this smell. Like, I did not like the smell. You can see that I've had this for a few months now, and I've probably worn it like twice. It's like all the way full, like brand new. And I don't think I'm gonna, it's sold out right now. It's typically always sold out, and I don't know if people like really like it and they keep repurchasing it, or is it just like so many new people that just really want to try it out. But I don't know, like, if you've bought this fragrance, let me know down in the comment section below what you think about it, because I definitely like the Rose Gourmand and I like the red vanilla, but this one I don't know. Like, if you understand what I'm saying, like, let me know as well, because could be good if it's mixed with something, I don't know. But if Baccarat smells like this, then I'm probably gonna pass on Baccarat, and I probably won't be a Baccarat person. But I'm gonna try to swatch or smell Baccarat probably in the next week or so, and then we'll see if I think it's a good dupe. But right now, I don't like this. So I'm gonna keep it though, and just kind of like lightly spray it, maybe find something to mix with it, and we'll see. Okay guys, so that finally wraps up my favorite fragrances. I feel like I pulled out my entire collection to tell you guys. Hopefully I can find everything and link everything down in the description box below. I recommend trying out some of these. If you enjoyed it and you found something that you liked from it, then please give me a thumbs up so I know to do more fragrance videos, because I absolutely love it and I've been getting into fragrances more and more. So if you have any recommendations for me, leave those down in the comment section below so I will check those out, because I've been trying to find some, you know, because I need some, especially for spring and summer, because it's looking real bare over there right now. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit subscribe, because I would love to see you back for another video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.